Welcome, welcome, welcome to this pleasure portal. I felt called to light Kama Sutra today and was feeling into the energy of this session and felt called to bring in this beautiful orange flower and was just really feeling the pleasure of creation and being told that this was going to be a pleasure portal. So if you feel like joining in some beautiful magic, some divine co-creation, to see what the power of pleasure wants to bring forth today, go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Go ahead and start to lean into what pleasure means for you now. What makes you feel the most comfortable in this moment? Do you need a blanket? Do you feel called to grab a tea, water, a journal? Do you feel called to move yourself to a different space so that you can really take this in, to be receptive, to allow yourself to receive in the fullest, that feminine energy of receiving that we all hold requires safety, requires us to feel at home in our bodies, to be able to ground into our secure sense of self, have our nervous system grounded in that safe, connected space where we can thrive, not only survive, right? And if we're, the last session, we really tuned into the masculine that was coming in, the divine masculine protector energy that was strong yet soft and confident and unwavering, not controlling, just standing in power. That's your divine power, your wisdom. And that is that energy that will support pleasure to be received, to support what brings you joy, your pleasure, your light out from within, right? The orange really makes me feel into like our creative center, our sacral chakra, that what wants to be created through us, through joy and pleasure, joy for life, lust for life, lust for living. Like, what makes you juicy for life, right? For yourself. What parts of you want to come alive that allow you to be in that energy of excitement and joy and pleasure and creative expressions that cultivate that in your life. Pleasure with yourself and pleasure with others and pleasure with all of the unfolding of life as it is, as you create it, as you imagine it. Creative inspiration can lie here. Okay, so as you get yourself comfortable, like just lean into that. Like what right now, if you were to take a little more time for you and to lean into pleasure, comfort, joy, what can you do to cultivate this for yourself right now? And just bringing awareness to your body, to your breath, to this moment. Allowing yourself to come fully into receive. And even allowing yourself to receive the information of discomfort. where you feel you cannot soften and open. Allowing that to be what you receive with radical acceptance. Because that brings awareness to where there is fear, constriction, to maybe where our nervous system is. We could be stuck in a survival setting and haven't processed it fully and regulated, which then can give us inspired action of how to cultivate more of this space to receive, where we can be magnetic and call in what we want to experience in life, where we can even dream it. A lot of times you can be stuck in survival and so busy trying to control the reality and survive it day in and day out, exhausted, depleted. You can't even begin to dream of what you truly want. And cultivating that deep truth of who you are and what you want to express in this world comes alive from a space of safe, secure sense of self, when you feel safe inside and out, to then overflow your cup outward. So some of the first steps can be claiming and cultivating that. It may mean you need to relocate. It may mean you need new relationships in your life, new career, new job, new roles. It may mean you need to let go of things in your life in order to make space for more stillness, slowness, softness, more pleasure, more time to even feel into yourself, to feel what you really want and need in the moment. So I'm inviting you now to create that space for yourself now, to take this time with me now, to journey through this pleasure portal, this channeled co-creation, and see what wants to come out for you, bringing awareness to your breath and to your body and anything that wants to come alive for you in this session. So, if you guys are still with me, for all that is still with me, with gratitude for this co-creation, let's do some magic. And just taking some breaths together in your own natural, rhythmic pace. Finding your rhythm and integrating it with the energy of this session. For all joining in, taking some time just to connect ourselves with ourselves and with others. Softening in to the space of infinite possibilities. Into the space where we can receive all that wants to come through this beautiful divine channel in any form that it may want to take. And focusing our awareness on a channel of pleasure. Cultivating pleasure together. Activating pleasure. And taking a few more natural rhythmic breaths. I can feel a lot of energy in the throat as well as the lower energy centers. Yet I'm being called to start with the throat. Bringing awareness and energy to the throat space. Yanana titi asata kayana yayatana sananataiti eya kayananataiti o kua sai naiti eya kanahata kayo ananata Kai 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 tai ni ti ti e ku. This verse is an energy of clearing and bringing some vitality into the throat chakra. Siki ata na iti ti ti kuhu hu kuhu anakaya. So there's just been some energy block there. Siki ni te te ti ki ahaka usku utu kuhu nu 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 tu suku. Humming would be a great practice. Singing, clearing your throat through communication, speaking your truth. Sukuku anana, even if it's just to yourself, to a journal, right? Suya nataki, we need to clear the channel by letting things flow again for yourself. Siatana tatiti akaya tatata ukuhu kuhua, not speaking in a way to control an outcome, not speaking in a way to control the situation by being passive and small, to avoid conflict or confrontation or to save a relationship, right? No, we need energy of truth to move through. Siatata, and sometimes it's hard to be vulnerable and have those conversations, to own in a loving, assertive way what you're feeling, what's coming up for you, what's alive for you, to even say no. Some of you might need to say no. You might want to just practice that. No, thank you. Or I said no. That doesn't feel good for me. Some may want to claim space. I can't answer that right now. I'm not ready for this conversation. I need some time, and I will come back to you. Using your voice to start to claim the space that gives you the safety and security that you need to cultivate in your life to allow yourself to thrive, to allow yourself to receive pleasure, to allow yourself to even dream of what pleasure could mean for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. They like that. Just that alone, speaking that, has brought massive energy back open down in the lower energy centers, specifically the sacral chakra, as well as personal power center. Those two want to dance together to co-create. Right. Allow yourself to feel in to those energy centers, to feel into where your creative juices lie, where your inspiration to be you exists. In our solar plexus, we hold our personal expression. Who are you really? Who are you when you feel fully supported, safe to be however you need to be in the moment? But just clearing that out. There's just some past that needs to come out of that space. And feel called to move, to breathe, to cry, to follow your energy wherever it wants to go. I am simply a bringer of the energy, transmitting the energy to facilitate clearing, to facilitate activations, to facilitate a call, simply an invitation for you to say yes to your own power, to your own self, and to your own pleasure. So when you say yes, your yes may show you a different area to give awareness to, trust yourself, cultivate trust within your own being. So opening that channel, breathing into your entire channel of existence, so your life force can flow through you, all the way down to the root, and connecting everything, all this creative energy that you are and that you want to express and be simply in your existence of being up into your throat. And you may even want to give it a word, right? Speaking yourself into existence, into creative expression, speaking what you want, speaking what you don't want, speaking what no longer works for you. This feels good for me, and I'm done with this. Thank you. Bless and release. There's a lot of energy I'm picking up in the solar plexus. So let me feel into that for a minute. It wants to, this energy, this creative energy and personal expression, it's being created and then coming into personal expression, and wants to make itself into the heart space, into the space of oneness, of unity, of harmony, of all belonging, of divine love. Yeah, divine love. That's it. Everything softened. So everyone, you're invited to breathe into the heart space and receive the energy of divine love that you are. To bring more of this into your awareness, into your physical existence, into your being. Energy flows where focus goes. You're being invited to give more focus to divine love of self, overflowing to others. Siata iki titiana, hakai sisi atanai, ki atana haka satana iti aha, hakaisi titiana ha. Kaya kaya tai tiananata kukuasa. So this is a more of a transmission into the heart space. Siti ananata itete ikautuhuku ananata iti ea kaya 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 satana iti. Kianata ea kayo sohunuku anata ia. Kanatana iti oku. Satanana iti ea kaya santana tanata iti atau. Sikiata nata iti tie. Tikiata nata iti e. Tukua tatai. Kiete atana iti ataka utu kukuahana sayatana taiti e katana tata iti anau sanaya tana iti ea kaya u kana iti ea nana taya 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 kana taiti ea kaya. It's moved up to the throat, so it entered through the heart, and then bringing that into the throat to not only embody the universal consciousness, divine love, that which you are, and have it move into the throat space to be part of your everyday creation, to fill your words that you speak to yourself, whether inside or out, and to others. To be filled with this energy, the energy of universal love. Sianata taiti ea kaya sanata kautu huku anana iti ea kaya satana haka taiti a huku ku anana iti ea. Haya haya iti ukua haya haya iti anakasana kai kai iti akua kua kuana haya haya iti oku kua kuana kaya 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 iti a tua tua naha tua tua naha tua tua naha kai. And just to leave you with one more practice, there's really a lot of energy around the throat and getting a lot of the invitation to bring more vibration there. So you may want to just sit and see what the language of creation wants to sound like through you. And you might want to put your hands on your throat and just bring vibration back to this area. Start with humming. Start wherever it feels good for you to just bring concentrated vibration from your heart space into your throat. Just when like you take a sip of some warm drink that you really like, or you take a bite of food, or whatever brings you pleasure and you're taking it in, right? It's just like, that is so good. Like feel into that energy and bring concentrated vibration of that energy into your throat space. Yeah, into your throat. Yeah, and that throat and that all of that energy wants to, it's really opening up to make space for the energy that's already in your creative center and your personal expression. It's shooting up from the roots. It's already entering into your solar plexus as an outward expression. It's just waiting for this so that the channels, as above, so below, that have cultivated in the heart and the universal love for all can be expressed as you. Beautiful. Thank you all for that beautiful transmission and co-creation and magical experience. It brings me deep pleasure.